sorry. Oh my goodness.
I'm already at my mom's house. It's Mother's Day, and I'm just gonna be doing her makeup and asking her some words of advice. I have them on my iPad, so I'll just be reading them to her while I do her makeup.
Hello everybody. Happy Mother's Day. Hola, feliz Día de las Madres.
The first question is, what advice does she have for me in life? ¿Qué pieza de consejo tienes tú para mí en mi vida entera? You could only give me one. ¿Cuál sería? What would it be?
Que sea honesta en todo sentido de tu vida. Y eso nunca te va a traer problemas.
So her answer was to be honest your whole life, and if you're honest and truthful, that wouldn't bring you any problems, because obviously if you lie, that can cause situations in your life that aren't really necessary. El segundo is, the second one is, what advice does she have for me when I become a mom? ¿Qué pieza de consejo tienes para mí cuando yo sea mamá? Aunque ya soy por Coco.
Bueno, pero
para
cuando
un
ya
humano
tenga un baby de verdad ya humano, lo único bueno es ser mamá y amiga. Una buena madre, pero sobre todo una buena amiga. Eso es lo mejor consejo que puedo darle yo como madre, ser amiga.
So what she says is, when I become a mother, the best advice that she could give me is be a good mother, but to be a best friend to your child. ¿Por qué?
Porque esas son una de las cosas que mañana van a servir mucho, darle confianza al niño desde que nace, según su crecimiento, cuando la adolescencia viene, que a veces dura para muchos niños, la adolescencia a veces es dura, que se confunden, pero si la madre de pequeño le está diciendo que ella es su amiga y se lo demuestra, no va a haber mucho problema, porque él va a tener confianza para decir cualquier cosa que le esté pasando en su vida, no importa lo que sea, si es bueno, malo o lo que sea, va a tener confianza en su mamá y lo va a poder ayudar. Por eso yo sé que es bueno, porque eso yo lo hice con mis hijos y me ha servido mucho hasta hoy.
She's saying that the reason she suggests being a friend, not only a parent, but a friend to your child, is because if you trust your child and basically give your child, the trust for them to do things and be an open book with your parent, like whatever you do, you come home and tell them, even if it has to do with drugs, alcohol, or anything that you wouldn't want your child to do. If you give them the open door for them to always come and speak to you, they won't feel judged, and they won't feel like they're gonna get in trouble for everything, and I feel like that is very true, because growing up I did have a lot of freedom. I had the liberty to speak with my mom about anything. So I feel like that is the best advice that you could ever get or ever, take. If you're just judging your child, or you're like, no, you can't do this or you can't do that, they're gonna do things behind your back. Because I had many friends that would do things behind their parents' back, and then they would come to my house to want to do those things and think that my mom was so cool for being so open. ¿Verdad? Que yo tenía mucha amistad de que siempre venían para de ti a decirte todas las cosas y no confiaban en los padres de ellos.
Sí.
¿Qué consejo tú tienes en mi relación? What advice does she have for me in my relationships?
Bueno, lo principal es confianza. Confiar en la pareja, hablar cuando algo crea que no está bien. La comunicación es todo, y la confianza de ambos. Porque eso es...
¿Qué es eso de ambos?
De ambos, son dos personas y necesitan las dos, porque si nada más una, entonces no funciona. Son los dos que tienen que ser, confiar uno en el otro, y cuando haya un problema de lo que sea, índole, no importa, hablar. La comunicación es todo lo que se puede mantener una relación viva por muchos años. Si no hay comunicación y confianza, no creo que valga la pena más nada, porque lo demás se consigue en el camino.
The advice that she has for me in any relationship that I'm in is that we both have to trust each other. I have to trust my partner, and my partner has to trust me, and have open communication and just communication in general. because if you can't communicate with your partner, then, and you can't trust your partner, then there's no point of having that relationship, because basically it's just gonna be a waste of your time. And then the rest of the things in your relationship will come down the line. I guess like romance or anything like of that sort. But also, if your partner can't communicate and they're open to learning to communicate, because, you know, we all grew up very differently. Some people don't communicate with their parents. But if they're open to learning, then you can definitely try that. And if they're not, then I guess, you know, you just have to move on from that. What advice does she have for me as a woman? ¿Qué consejo tú tienes para mí como una mujer?
Hay que ser honesto en toda la parte de la vida de uno. Que mucha gente dice que no se puede porque ya eso no, mentira. Eso no es verdad. La honestidad nunca va a pasar de moda. Y una mujer honesta puede tener problemas porque mucha gente no lo ve igual. Bien, pero al principio, pero al final le van a dar la razón y se van a dar cuenta que sí vale la pena ser honesto en todas las ámbitos de la vida, y eso no lo podemos perder por nada del mundo.
Being an honest woman is everything, and you can't let that go for anything in life. And some people don't like honesty or don't want to hear the truth, but it doesn't matter, and they might not like how honest you were, but towards the end, or maybe if they don't even realize it, well, that's on them. But in the end, hopefully they do realize that, you know, you being honest was better than you not being honest, or like standing your ground, I guess. El último, the last one is, si tú quieres agregar un consejo extra, she wants to add an extra piece of advice.
El consejo extra es que todos tenemos que respetarnos y ver cómo ser mejor persona, porque todos tenemos diferentes formas de ver las cosas y diferentes de forma de comportarnos. Entonces, con el respeto de cada quien, las cosas van a salir mejor. Si usted respeta a la persona como es, y por lo menos lo puede llevar un camino más porque cada quien tiene su forma de pensar y de ser. Entonces, como hay respeto, entonces sí va a funcionar todo en la vida, con las personas y hasta con los animales. Hay que respetar. Ese es mi consejo.
So she says that you have to respect, even if you see people, like you maybe have friends or siblings or whoever you encounter in life, you know, they're not going to always act like you. They're not going to agree with you with everything, and they're not going to see eye to eye with you on everything. So the best thing that you can do is to respect each other and your differences. You know, you can try to work on things if needed, but basically it comes down to respecting each other, because we all have different views on everything, and we all grew up differently, so we see things differently. So we're about to get ready to go eat really quickly. We're gonna show you our outfits when we're done, and then we'll show you what place we end up eating. Okay, so we'll see you in a bit. We're on our way to the restaurant now. This is her outfit. It's mine. So we had ordered the guac and we forgot to record it, but we were very impressed by them adding pineapples in the guacamole since it has jalapenos, but it's really good. We're still enjoying our first cup of wine.